We'll never deny that hockey is a sport. One team gets to win, the other has to lose. But look beyond the scoreboard, and you begin to see that maybe there's a little more to it. 1 minute, it refuses to let you blink. Then the next, all you can do is scream. And what happens in a half second can stay with you the rest of your life. It's the thing an 8-time All-Star and an 8-year-old kid have in common. Worn on sleeves and written on faces, upheld repeatedly, shift after shift. Hockey is why a man spends his entire life chasing 35 pounds of silver, and why millions come out to celebrate it. It's not always rational, but somehow it binds together everybody on one side of the glass to all of us on the other, making an impact far beyond the ice, where what matters has nothing to do with stats or standings, and a handshake can be everything you need to say. So you wouldn't be wrong to call hockey a sport. But while it begins as something you watch, what it becomes is something you feel.
Toddlers might not care if you have a degree, but we do. Grads and professionals save more with TD Insurance. It's how we're making insurance more human.
People follow a sport like hockey
because it is the best sport out there. Hello, everybody, and welcome inside the Twitch TV studios. It's the last game of the first batch of game number 4s here in the Stanley Cup playoffs. The Utah Mammoth hosts the Winnipeg Jets. Now, folks, I don't have Megan. I don't have any analysts alongside with me for the pregame show. It's just Colin Spence here. The Utah Mammoth came into this series as, well, the second wild card. They came in, and they knew they had a big task, being the Winnipeg Jets. Sorry, they were the first wild card. They had a big task being the Winnipeg Jets. At the end of the day, it was Utah's first round in the Stanley Cup playoffs. Okay? The youngsters got some playoff experience. Okay? Utah got to have 2 home games in the playoffs. Okay. Well, Utah's up 3-0 in this series to the Winnipeg Jets. They took both games in Winnipeg. They took the last game in Utah, which was absolutely insane, that atmosphere. And now they have a chance to sweep the Winnipeg Jets, who finished first in the Central, I may say. So, no other series is as focused today as this one, Winnipeg and Utah. My pregame predictions, I think Utah sweeps the Winnipeg Jets. The Winnipeg Jets are going to come out hard. They're going to come out fast. The fourth game is always the hardest game to win. Everyone knows that. But Hollebuck down 3-0, you're either going to get masterclass goaltending or mediocre goaltending. And if you get mediocre goaltending against the Utah Mammoth, it's over, because they're going to capitalize. Logan Cooley, Mikhail Sergachev, Clayton Keller, these guys are going to bury the puck on you. Sean Dursey, they're going to find a way to bury the puck on you. And you got to have good goaltending. You got to have defense. And at the end of the day, the Winnipeg Jets have to play like they will. Their season will be on the line. So at the end of the day, it's the hardest game to win, the fourth game of the series. We have not had anyone advance yet. IRL, Carolina did sweep Ottawa. That's the only sweep we've had in the first round. Will this be our only sweep in our first round here at the simulation of the NHL Stanley Cup playoffs? It's the Winnipeg Jets. It's the Utah Mammoth. It's game 4 in Utah. My pregame pick is the Utah Mammoth. Take this one, I don't know, I'm going to say 4-2. 4-2, and our pregame picks are brought to you by Molson. Everyone in. The 3 keys to victory for tonight's game, brought to you by PlayStation. It is your world, but play in ours. For the Utah Mammoth, nothing really changes. Keep the foot on the gas. Stay on the dial. Keep doing what you're doing. Make your defense a little bit more activated, and then tighten it up in the neutral zone. Winnipeg, stay out of the penalty box. Try to get a power play or two, and don't rely on Connor Hellebuyck. If both of those teams consider those 3 keys to victory, one of these teams are walking out with a victory. One of these teams could go to the second round. The other could go home. Or we could send it back to Winnipeg with a 3-1 series lead for Utah. James Savolsky, Cheryl Pounder have the call from you in Utah. Next, enjoy that atmosphere, everyone. It is going to be a good one.
James, I'm not sure if he's going to finish the shift.
This is a great heads-up read at center ice. Moves around along the half wall. Here's a chance behind the net. Winnipeg's got a hold of the puck now. Good, solid check, and he loses control of it. Wrap-around attempt denied. What a stop as he was locked in on that one.
Yeah, James, he'd sealed the one post and then recognized that the shooter is going around the goal line and going to do the wraparound. He pushed across and made a brilliant save.
Shuts him down.
Well, the game has changed so much. It's so fast, and the athletes are so strong. I mean, the training that you have to undergo, whether it's in the gym or it's functional, you know that these guys are constantly working in small space areas, working on their games, working on their legs. The foundation, the lower half, is so critical, and this is a perfect example.
Big time stop there.
I love this save, James. I mean, the goaltender is so aggressive on this play. It doesn't give the shooter any time to get rid of it.
Here's a chance, and he makes a save, and that has some hot sauce on that one. Oh, great move to sidestep the check. And he takes the feed. Grabbed along the board by Pionk. The Mammoth have the puck against the boards. Takes a shot. There's a great glove save by Hellebuyck.
This is a great reactive save. I mean, he sees the puck at the last second and is able to get his body in front of it. That is tough, not easy to do. He found it and he made the save.
Utah's got a hold of the puck. Nice feed at center, moves them ahead now. You'll need more than that to beat him.
Hellebuyck's helping his team with his rebound control and really keeping the puck away from the front of the net and cleaning up the trash.
There's the whistle, icing the call, big face-off looming.
Morrissey's a real competitor out there, James. I mean, he got injured somewhere on this shift as you look at this last replay. And then he's all laboring, but he doesn't want to put his team in a bad spot and wants to make sure he gets a right change at the right time.
Inching closer to the midway mark of the period. We're still scoreless. Play resumes here as he wins the draw inside the offensive zone.
Ozone face-off, James. Critical time to gain possession with that clean win. And with a tired group, they get that puck moving around and a real opportunity on net.
Glove save, and an easy one at that. There's the whistle. We'll get a face-off after the goalie covers up. Past the halfway mark of this period. Still no score in this one. Utah's taking possession in their own end. Slides the puck to Haight. And he lowers the boom there. No, they didn't like that, and here we go. They're going to fight.
I didn't like it because it was a dangerous play, James, and you got a player and drop in the mitts.
Well, a pretty quick response to step in as soon as he saw his teammate taken out.
It's kind of that all-for-one mentality right now. I mean, just look at the bench and the response it elicited, sticking up for your teammate, especially when you felt it was a dirty play. The Jets gained some adrenaline from that fight. Listen, you're the away team and you want to silence the crowd. You win that fight, you do it.
And after that tilt, looks like cooler heads have finally prevailed, and we're ready to drop the puck once again. Nick Baines won the draw. Shakes off the coverage. Moves it quickly over to Tanev. Skates across the blue line. Here's a pass to the middle. And he shuts down a great scoring chance there. Takes the pass. Sends it out in front. Oh, he comes up with a stop.
Winning when it matters, especially in the playoffs, you know you have to have a team that's cohesive, but it also matters that each individual within that team gives everything they've got. And that hit sends an entire message to the team, sense that we're going to dictate pace, I'm going to do my part, you do yours, and we'll be successful.
Centers glide into the dots. We're ready to get things back going again. Off the draw, and he ties up his opponent. And he takes the feed. He scores!
On a deflected shot, everyone always talks about the stick positioning. How about the timing to get to the slot area as well? And the ability to just tap it down and redirect it.
Winnipeg's opportunistic game finally pays off as they have the game's first goal here in the back half of the frame.
Now it's about continuing to push, right? One goal simply isn't enough. You're at the back half of the first, which means there's over 40 minutes left to play in this game. They got to continue to execute if they want to wind up with a W at the end of this one.
Tanev's crossed the line and is on the attack now. Oh, wasn't clean, but he did enough.
I really like this save, James, because he challenges the shooter who's all alone in the slot area. He turns aside a real dangerous opportunity.
Here in the back half of this period, the Jets lead it 1-0. Slides it diagonally to Uyghur. Oh, a clutch save! The Jets gain control of the puck against the wall. Probably called on friendly fire as it goes off one of his teammates. Picked up along the boards by Shifley. And he takes the pass. Puck is dumped in. That'll allow the defensive pairings to switch things up. Tries to get it over to Gunther. From the right wing, he moves it to the middle. And he loses possession of the puck after trying to make one too many moves. Takes a shot. Denies him with a save.
This is a timely hit here, James. He knows they're down, they're trailing in this one, but they are not out of it. So if everyone can elicit some sort of response on their next shift, they can rally the troops and they can get back in this thing.
Late goings of this period. Winnipeg's up 1-0. Puck is dropped and he wins the draw here in the defensive zone. Quick pass to Krause. Fires it. Big time stop.
Halifax aggressive and at the top of his crease and makes an outstanding save from the slot.
Utah's got possession here in the offensive zone. Slides the puck across to Maloney. And that's intercepted by Paterka. Here's a short pass to Schmaltz. Takes the shot. And they got caught up in traffic and hits the stick. Deflected in front. Denies him.
The goaltenders are the last line of defense for a reason. This time, he bails his team out.
Utah's ready to go on the attack. Picked up along the wall by Paterka. Puck's picked up by Krause. Denies him in front. First 20 minutes of play is in the books. Both teams get a chance to refresh and reset. We'll be back with second period action in no time.
Peyton's not going to return to this game, James, and this is some unfortunate and sad news that the injury suffered earlier is going to keep him out.
I don't want to speculate at all, but that did not look good. And with that, the clock is ticking here on period number 2. All right, Cheryl, let's get back to work here for a moment. We've already played a period in this one. What do you make of what you've seen?
Hellebuck's the only reason that his team is in this game, James. I mean, he's been outstanding through the first 20. He's dialed in, he's focused, and his team needs to pick it up if they want a shot at winning this game. DeMello's going to have to keep his head up, James. I mean, he caused that injury, our hometown player, and the crowd is frustrated, and they're booing every time he touches the puck.
Look out, here they come on the attack. And the puck dies with the Trapper save. We're still in the early stages of this period. 1-0 the score. Smalls quick on the draw. Slides the puck over. Quick feed to Krause. Here's a chance. Moves it to the middle. And he denies that great opportunity there. Oh, cut to the side once again.
What I love about this sequence of saves is knowing where the puck is, and his awareness is outstanding. He finds it, he makes the save not once, not twice, multiple times.
Passes it over. Picked off by Jersey. Handles the puck. And it's a quick pass to Petrarca. The Jets will play it from the defensive zone. Working the puck deep inside their own end. Inside the offensive zone. Takes a shot. And that goes off a stick somewhere in traffic. From the left side, they enter the attacking zone. And that's deflected. Scooped up along the wall by Schmaltz. The Jets gain control of the puck. Good hit to knock the puck loose. Through center along the wing. Oh, what a hit as they're sent right onto the opponent's bench.
You can feel the chirping happening right there, but that was a huge hit to send him in there, wasn't it, James? A little extra mustard when you're in and around your own bench. Now he's got to put his tail between his legs and get back to his own. That's a tough one.
Hot sauce there. Utah's going to play the puck from behind the cage. And some textbook body contact there. And that's broken up with a stick in front. The Mammoth have the puck on the attack. Taken by Marino. Knocked away. Moves into the slot. Oh, what a stop by Hellebuck. Oh, wow, what a save.
An unbelievable save there, James. I mean, a combination of technical skill and athleticism equals desperation. Outstanding.
Passes on over to Nemestikov. And the goaltender comes up with a piece of it to keep it out of the net. And here's the pass to Keller. Toss it up on the play. Winnipeg's got the puck. Looks to pass it to Lowry. Moves the puck. Dumps it in. Utah's got the puck. Sends it over to Sergachev. At the stop.
Rebound control is critical in the game of hockey. Putting it to the corner, and now the offensive player has to hound the puck.
All alone! Oh, denies him on the play!
And this is a great play by the tender to anticipate and get across to make that save. Really want to look at this last save again, James, because this is about taking it to the next level. When you have this level of competitiveness, athleticism, and desperation and urgency in your game, you know that goaltending coach, they can't just teach this. This is instinctual, and this is what winners are made of.
Utah's trailing in this one, but it isn't for a lack of effort. They've had all sorts of scoring chances tonight. Winnipeg's got it, and they're on the attack. Too many bodies in the way. Oh, how do they keep it out? What a block stop by Pavelka. Petrarca's into the offensive zone now on the attack. Morrissey's got the puck in his own zone. And there's the save. puck over to Cole. Slides it across to Perfetti. Oh, look out against the wall.
Yeah, time to grab a coffee because there's going to be a stoppage in play here, James. I mean, that huge hit broke a pane of glass. Ouch.
Unbelievable. Utah's got to find ways to finish because they continue to trail here late in the second. And now it's grabbed by DeMello. And he hits one of his own teammates with that shot. Off a stick. Puck scooped up by Cole. Slides it up to O'Brien. Winnipeg's got a hold of it against the wall. A spirited battle along the boards for the puck. And that was read perfectly. What a play by O'Brien. Oh, and there's a big-time hit.
Well, that's a massive and timely hit there, James. Saw his opponent with the head down, lined up perfectly, and threw it. Just love the physicality and the intensity of this play.
And the intensity's starting to ramp up here after that hit. He got all of that hit on the play. The Jets have it against the wall. Approaching the final 60 seconds here in the second. And he makes a save on that play. Now over to Sergachev. Opponent's gaining momentum. Passes it over to Tanev. Avoids the puck. Gets a piece of it to keep it out. Oh, what a score! At the buzzer, and they get one.
Well, coaches always say the first minute and the last minute, every period are critical. And now they've got momentum heading into the next phase. They got to carry it forward. But the entire bench loves this one. I mean, not only does he score the goal, but he wins the battle that allows him to gain possession of this puck. I mean, it is a fight. It is compete level that gets this goal.
Utah's offensive pressure has resulted in an equalizer here tonight.
As an athlete, you always know the end of the period is critical time, and you want to maintain pressure, and you want to gain momentum heading into the third. That goal did just that.
40 minutes of play in the books. Both teams will get one last chance to catch their breaths, and then it's on to period number 3 next.
Well, hello everybody and welcome to the Discover Intermission Report, brought to you by Discover, the official credit card of the National Hockey League. And well, I was about to give praise to the Winnipeg Jets, and I was about to only give praise to the Winnipeg Jets because, my golly, what a first 2 great periods for the Winnipeg Jets on the road in a do-or-die situation game. They were physical. They almost had 50 hits through 40 minutes of play. That's 2 hits a minute, pretty much, almost. I don't really know. Anyway, fantastic couple periods there for the Winnipeg Jets. First period was very good road period for the Jets. Then they came out in the second and they were way more physical. They were making Utah make mistakes by their physicality, by after the whistle. Couple cross checks, nothing too crazy, not even, anything wild. Then they get into a fight, big hit at center ice. Good job by Ian Cole for the Utah Mammoth to stand up for his teammates, but a fight, dragging them into the mix. This is what the Winnipeg Jets have to do. If you guys watched live the Carolina and Ottawa series the other day, you saw Ottawa try to drag Carolina into the fight. Well, it works. It knocks the team off their game, and I'm not going to lie, it knocked Utah off their game. Yeah, did they have more shots? Sure, but they were flying shots from the point and flying shots from the outside. Like, nothing knocks a team off their game when they're not overly physical. You know what I mean? But the Utah Mammoth have a good shift at the end of the second period. They get some ozone time in the Winnipeg Jets zone, and boom, there's the goal. It's a tying goal going into the third period, but it sucks because it goes off Scheifele's glove. It's a big blocker saved by Hellebuyck, and then as the puck is up in the air, Scheifele turns, hits his glove, then hits Hellebuck's glove as he's kind of looking back and in the back of the net. Great luck for Utah. They needed that one going into the third period as they are just getting pounded by the Jets. But they've been the better team in the offensive shooting department, so I guess you could say they've earned it. This is a true Game 4 in a sweep possible situation for Utah. They're getting faced with some backlash from the Winnipeg Jets. Winnipeg Jets are a more experienced team. They know how to drag a younger team in Utah into the fight like this, and that is exactly what they're trying to do. Utah just needs to keep their level heads, which they have done very well. Again, like I said, I have no problem with Ian Cole dropping the gloves in that one fight, but don't take unnecessarily stupid penalties, and they haven't. And that's one thing that's good about Utah. That's another reason why they're leading this series 3-0. There's still 20 minutes of regulation to play here in this hockey game. Utah still has good potential to take their first lead of this game and try to close out this series. But you know, in these 20 minutes, the Winnipeg Jets will dump the puck deep. They will get in on the forecheck. They will hit. They will fight. They will spit. They will chew. They will bite. They will pull. They will grab. They will do whatever they can to get that extra goal. And when they do, they might trap it up. And I fully expect them to do that because it's a must-win situation. You got to expect that if you're Utah every single game for the rest of this series if it goes the distance. Now, that's what happens if Winnipeg drags them into the fight and wins the hockey game. Winnipeg doesn't drag them into a fight and doesn't win a hockey game. Utah, the fate is in your hands. Go out there, have a fantastic third period, shut the Winnipeg Jet fans up and shake their hands at the end of the series and move on to round number 2. James Zavalski, Cheryl Pounder will dive deeper into the 2 periods. Cheryl Pounder, with the great analytics that she has, will dissect it. And the third period call is coming up next. Will I see you after this period, or will we see a handshake? Let's find out next.
Both teams seem fresh after that second intermission. We're ready to drop the puck on period number 3. And we are underway here in the third. Still evened up. Will we see that go-ahead goal here? And now he angles it across to Gunther. Looks like we got a penalty coming up here. Shifley's getting handed an unsportsmanlike.
Often in a scrum, the official will warn you. If he didn't heed that warning and takes a selfish, unsportsmanlike penalty.
The Jets win the draw on their own end. Utah's got control of it now here in the offensive end. And that one's turned away. Great reach with the poke check by Nemesnikov. Moves it to Schmaltz. Here's a chance to get it out of their own end. There's the whistle. We got an offside.
Halifax having a really efficient game right now, James. I mean, he's had to make many big saves throughout the game, and the timeliness of them can really give momentum to your team, and he has. I mean, just look at the ones that he has made. It's not necessarily quantity, but it's all about quality. He's been excellent.
Taves slides into the face-off dot, and they'll continue to try to kill off this penalty. Utah's won the draw. On the attack along the boards. Winnipeg's got a hold of it along the wall. Quick pass across to Keller. Big hit, and that frees up possession. Moves it quickly over to Keller. Gunther's got it against the boards. Stopped by the goaltender. Winnipeg's got possession while undermanned. Taves moves it into the attacking end. The Mammoth have taken possession along the wall. And just a good old-fashioned solid body check on the play. And that's intercepted by Taves. Handles the pass. Utah's got the puck along the boards. Icing is the call. We'll get a face-off at the other end.
Let's have a look at that last hit. I mean, that was absolutely huge, James. You know that this is a momentum changer. You can see the bench erupt with that one.
Lowry's gliding in for the face-off as this penalty kill will continue. Kerfoot's won the draw deep in the defensive zone.
Great face-off win by the center. Now they can get out of their zone and get a change.
Feeds it on over to Kraus. Great read by Nemesnikov. Goaltender covers up. We got a stoppage in play. Schmaltz will look to win possession here on the face-off and try to continue this power play on the right note. Winnipeg's won the draw. Now let's see what they can do with it.
Scheifele standing up, ready to go.
Great reflex on display tonight on his part. Winnipeg's got it near the point. Good save! Goaltender covers it up and we'll get a reset here.
Darcy's been so dialed in and confident, James, in particular in the offensive end. I mean, his puck touches are off the charts. He wants it, he trusts his skill set, and he's taking it to the net.
Utah's got a hold of the puck. We got a penalty coming up here. Whistle stops the play. And coach is looking for an explanation here from the official.
Yeah, I mean, he's getting the refs here because he wants to know why his team is being penalized more often and it's clearly having a factor in the game.
Utah's got another opportunity here on the man advantage.
They haven't scored on the power play yet, but they have another opportunity. The key to this one, gain possession so they can set up.
Slides in off the wing after the centerman tied him up. And he's pulled over to the ice and loses the puck. Winnipeg's got a chance to work the transition game now, shorthanded. Here's a shot, and it's stopped by the glove. Nice play there. Barons recognizing they're still shorthanded here as they get ready for the faceoff. Winnipeg's won the draw. Tries to feed it over to Gunther. Utah's going on the attack as they gain the zone. Good stand-up hit. Playing big in the moment there. Dishes it off. Wrists one. Oh, what a save in front.
Hellebuck's able to put that puck to the corner, and it really keeps the puck out of harm's way. No second shot opportunity.
Quick pass to Keller. Oh, save with a glove. Oh, and he tracks it perfectly in the offensive end. Comes up with a monster save in front.
Hellebuck's been outstanding tonight, James. I mean, he's made the saves he's had to and really given his team an opportunity to win. You can't ask for more than that.
Angles it over to Keller. Fires it on net. And he gets all of that one as it was teed up with the slapper. But he turns it aside. We got a stoppage. Let's get the call. Kerfoot's going off for charging.
I think that's a charging call all day long. He even left his feet. You can't argue that one.
A little 4-on-4 hockey as both teams step inside the face-off circle.
Not typically that we see 4-on-4 action, although it's a lot of fun. You certainly know they practice it. This is
Scores! There it is, the go-ahead goal!
And how good does that feel? You can see the selling. The energy is certainly there, and now it's about dictating the pace going forward. Next shift, critically important. I would love to see this guy's off-ice training. I mean, he's getting pushed, shoved around, contacted, and he's able to maintain possession of the puck. I mean, it's pretty impressive when all those things are happening. You still manage to possess the puck and get a goal.
The Jets needed that in a big way. They now have the lead here in this third period.
Well, it's been a back-and-forth game. It's really been neck and neck, and although I felt like they dictated the pace in this third period, it's about continuing to press and really try to smother their opponent.
Slides it over to Niederreiter. To his teammate. And we're going to get a face-off after the offside. Shifley's looking to win this draw on this man advantage here. Back underway as he wins the draw inside the offensive zone. Denies him, he got all of it. Handles it along the blue line. Hammers one. Turns it aside. Oh, tried to put it in the corner and just missed.
Well, there's a fine line between scoring and missing, and that's inches right there. A good release shot, but unable to get that net.
Winnipeg's got the puck here in the open ice. No, you're not going to get away with that one right in front of the official. The late penalty coming up. It's a tripping, it looks like. And the play is whistled dead. Here's the call. The Mammoth have put themselves down a man, tripping the call.
A tough penalty to take as you're looking for the equalizer. You're in a one-goal deficit, and you got to find a way to generate offense, James. Real tough one to take.
Face off, and it's a 5-on-3 man advantage, but they don't have much time to work with it.
They've got to attack and drive. They've still got an opportunity to hit strike, not just once, but possibly twice. They've got to find a way to get it to the net.
Winnipeg's won the face-off. And a great save!
The goaltender is very aware of where that puck is in that low slot area and defends his crease by getting out.
And just like that, we are all tied up!
A huge change of momentum with that short-handed goal, James. They went out there just to kill off the power play, and instead they wind up getting the equalizer. Well, this shorty just shows you how quickly the game can change. You're down by a goal. You want to make sure that the deficit isn't two and fill it off, and you wind up going the other way and getting the shorty, which winds up being the equalizer.
Utah's not messing around. Look at that effort in the offensive zone, and as a result, we're tied up.
Well, that's been their playground today, but they just haven't been able to convert until now where they get the equalizer. You can see the opportunities that they've had, and finally they take advantage.
Oh, great play to use the wall, handling the pass. And now he moves it quickly to DeMello. Scores him on the play. Kerfoot's penalty has scores, and they've gone in front thanks to the power play goal.
Well, it's all about manipulating the PK, and that's what they did so well to take advantage of that opportunity. Well, if you have time to load and explode in the offensive zone, you're going to let it rip, and that's exactly what happens here. A perfect pass off the front foot. He just lets it rip. Well, it's a privilege to be on the power play, and you want to exceed expectations, and the coach's reaction is telling the unit, you exceeded them.
Winnipeg's on their way to victory if they can hold down this lead through the rest of the third.
Well, it's all about game management, but they can't just sit back and hold on. Otherwise, their opponent, they will look to attack, and they will take advantage. Put them back on their heels. Be in the offensive zone where they can't get an opportunity to attack you.
Kerfoot's got it in the offensive zone. Goaltender hangs on for the whistle.
Krause strikes for his first goal of the game after having multiple looks, multiple scoring opportunities throughout the game here, James. And there's two ways you can look at it as an athlete. One, you can kind of get frustrated, or two, you can say to yourself, listen, I'm getting the looks, I'm in the right spots, I have the puck on my stick with it. Well, he chose the latter.
Utah's got to be frustrated with how things have played out tonight, trailing in this third period. Winnipeg's won the face-off deep in their own end. Up along the wing. Now a quick pass to Taves. Great defensive play to come up with the puck. Directed over to Cole. They've got numbers here, and he's able to handle that one. Works it across to Cole. Dives in front of the shot to block it.
Winnipeg's team has really bought into the message from the coaches that you got to get in shot lanes, you got to play playoff hockey if you want to be successful.
That's a great heads-up play to break up the pass. Oh, we'll get some tired defenders as icing is the call. Past the midway mark in this period. 3-2 is where we're sitting. Gustafson's won the faceoff. Picks up the the puck in his own end. Loses possession after he takes a little hit. Utah's trying to make... Oh, he stopped it! I can't believe it!
I don't even know how he got to it, James. I mean, how did he track it? I mean, find that puck to be able to get to it. I mean, all of it just doesn't make sense except for the fact that he's extremely athletic and he's willing to do anything for that desperation save.
Right through center and into the offensive zone. Quick shot! That's gloved by Hellebuck. Scores! They tie it up! And we are back to even!
Well, working hard, sticking to the game plan with good habits, and they're back to evens. When you watch this play from start to finish, I think of one word, and that's attack, James. He does a great job when he's in defensive posture to know when that puck is coming and intercepts it. He's attacking, he's driving, he's finding ways to possess, and then finishing it off with a goal. That is a complete play.
Utah's playing to win here now. They have tied it up here in the third.
You said it, James. They're not sitting back, they're attacking, and this is urgency that often presents itself late in the game. You wonder why you didn't start that way, but you can certainly finish it.
Feeds it over! And he gets just enough of it with the glove and keeps it out. A chance! Denied by the goaltender. Centering pass in front, and that's stopped. And now it's over to Knightfish. And skilled use of the stick to poke the puck away. Shakes off the defender with some nifty moves.
I've really enjoyed this game tonight, James. It's been tight, it's been fast-paced, defensively structured, and you never know which way it's going to end.
Utah's gained possession along the boards. Sergachev's got the puck. Here's a short pass to Knightfist. Sends a pass over. That's off a stick. Utah's on the attack. Winnipeg's got the puck along the wall. Quick feed to Connor. And he moves it up to Morrissey. Here we go on the wraparound. Puck grab by Cole. Aims the zone along the right wall. The Jets have it now. Slides it quickly to Niederreiter. Shot! And he puts that one aside with ease. Slides it diagonally to Keller. Good stand-up hit on the play. The Jets have it from their own end. And we are still tied as we approach the final minute of the third. Utah's got a hold of the puck now. Taken along the wall by Krause. Looks to make a play over to Kerfoot. Here's a chance. There's a collision with some authority. Quick pass across to Nemestikov. Puck sent down the ice. We'll get an icing. Here in the late goings of the period, it's all tied up. They take possession as he locks him up off the faceoff. And that shot gets blocked by one of his own teammates. Takes the bank feed. He says, let's get physical on that play. And we'll get a breather here with offside to call. Centers are lined up, and we are ready to resume. Lowry's won the draw at center. Utah's got the puck. Grabbed along the boards by Sergachev. And now he passes up to Tanev. Oh, look at this. Here they come. They've got numbers. Trying to get the puck out of his own end. Slides it on over to Nemestikov. What a save! He'll probably feel that one tomorrow. Time ticking away, and he comes up big. So 60 minutes of play and nothing decided. That means we've got overtime, and it's coming up right after this.
Man, this Delta place is rocket. The Delta Center here in Utah. 3-3 going into overtime. The Utah Mammoth tied up late after Connor Hollebuck just throws the puck away, and Utah gets an empty net goal. Lasse Kroos buries home his second of the game. The Mammoth out shooting the Winnipeg Jets 41-28, and Winnipeg now sets a new record of the Nation Series with 79 hits in regulation. That's in one game. Winnipeg has been throwing the body, but in the third period, Utah started to play their hockey, and that's when they started to pick up the pace. That's when they tied it up. That's when they got the lead. That's when they tied it up. You know what I mean? That's when Utah started to get under the skin of Winnipeg. That's when Winnipeg started to take some penalties. Utah started to get some power plays, and then that's how things prevail. It's overtime. It's coming up next for the Utah Mammoth. I'm going Dylan Guenther. For the Winnipeg Jets, I'm going... I'm going to go Adam Lowry, captain of Winnipeg. Enjoy overtime, everyone.
Who's walking away with the W tonight? Overtime should give us an answer, and they're ready to drop the puck. Will we get a winner here in overtime as we are underway? Winnipeg's got a hold of it against the wall. Takes it and looks ahead. Tries to feed it over to Keller. Solid hit on the play. Good check, frees the puck up. Taken by Jersey. Slides it across. For the win. And it is over. Well, Cheryl, we got the sweep in this one. And ultimately, while some people didn't expect it, this is how they play the games, right?
They're just dialed in and ready right from opening puck drop games. And now they'll get some rest and relaxation. But the biggest thing here is they don't have to play those extra games, so it isn't a critical grind. So now as they head into that next series, they're likely more rested than their opponent.
I'm going to say, hands down, this is the best tradition in sports here, Cheryl.
Well, I love it as well. I mean, you're showing respect for your teammates and your opponents after a hard-fought battle. Yes, on one side it's tough, and on the other it's great, but I think it's well done.
Well, that'll do it for all of us here at EA Sports. I'm James Cebulski, and we will see you